So the most popular coin of the last half century. People are going to fall to what? The Silver Eagle, and I get it. It's probably there. Popularity for a short period, maybe the brand new Morgans from 21 and 23 coming back to us in 24. But if you look at some other numbers, there's an interesting fact. And that is, since the year 2002, the U.S. Mint hasn't made a Kennedy half dollar for circulation, but they make them. And we're talking about 1.6 to 1.7 million coins, P's and D's, separate. So we're going to go back to the beginning of that origin story with a crazy deal this evening. The popular Kennedy half dollar. And tonight, as I referenced, the origin story goes back to 1964. Due to the unfortunate events of late 1963, the Franklin half dollar is no longer with us, and a special tribute coin was created for our fallen president. And it was so much loved that they continued it forward. Now here's the old wink, wink, can you believe? It's been 60 years. 60 years since the Kennedy half dollar was issued. And as I referenced a second or so ago, it's been over 20 years that it hasn't even been in circulation, yet we still love it, and that many people buy it every year. It's a special, special thing. But if you go back to 1964, the first year of issue, and we love our bookends in collecting. We love the first of something, right? A rookie card and sports cards, etc. Comic books, edition number 1, or even collectible books, first editions, right? Firsts are always significant. But when you look at this coin, it's a loaded first. First of all, it's a 90% silver Kennedy half dollar. It's the only one of its kind that was put into circulation. Now, this is from the proof set, and it's the only place that it came from. Now, you're looking at a Franklin proof set, but the packaging's identical. It's that vanilla envelope. It has that poly pack. And then in 1968, that is what took place. Hard plastic lenses to protect the proofs even more so. Why are we showing you that? Because when you look at this coin in 68, it is a different story. Now, there are no 70s. So the finest known is a 69 and a 68 and higher. Here is the number. As of today, 38,280. Now, I'm a numbers geek. What does that number mean? It sounds like a lot. Well, here is the other side. You need to look at both sides. They made 3.9 million proof sets in 1964. So the inverted math on this one is what? Less than 1% are known. And we all know that when you get to be less than 1%, all of a sudden the light bulb should go off. Because it means 99% of the coins in this condition, proof, this type of manufacture, and we have the 1% club. Now, everybody, take a left-hand turn on your screen. Let's go to the graphic. I could have started there. Look at this 68. When have you ever seen a 68 at $49.95? It's why it's one of our specials tonight in the show. We bought out a very large position of coinage, proof certified coinage, and there was a small pocket of Kennedys from 64, 67s, and 68s, and we decided to make it one of our specials. Again, my competition for this coin cut out of that packaging we showed you earlier and put into a capsule is at $70 and change. That's just for the 90% silver proof, cut out of that poly pack. In the same grade that we have, one of our rival networks, $89.95. One of the other networks, $99.95. The auction sites are over $100 each. Start. Tonight, yeah, under 50. Been doing this a real long time. I can't tell you the last time I've seen this gem, this special piece at a price like this. Now here's another look or just some extra conversation's sake. You know a coin is valuable when you start to see the movement in the grade right below it. And I'm a big fan of the 64 Kennedy and 67 grade because of the value relationship, how affordable they are. compared to the coins and capsules, right? But the difference, right? The difference, and you can't make this one up. I said it was 38,280. The difference from 67 to 68 is just over 38,000 coins. So the difference from one to the next equals what 68 and 69 added together. And the other side is 67s. Our competition on a grade lower is at $79.95. And that's not a horrible price for a rare coin like this one. And I mean rare coin. They made $3.9 million. Part of the reason why is, remember 1980? 1980 hits, boom. Well, what was so special about 1980? Well, silver goes to $50 an ounce. And if it wasn't screwed down on your kitchen table, it got melted and destroyed. It was indiscriminate to circulated, uncirculated, proof, silverware, flatware, you name it. At $50 an ounce, for the first time in the world's history, a lot of these coins got crunched. I mean, they were $20 melt at that time with those levels. But the real issue, or the answer in this condition, is the fact that you just saw how the packaging was. We went from 64, which is the last time Philadelphia struck a proof set. Another extra positive on this one. I didn't even mention that yet. It's the last year of issue on Philadelphia proof sets. Happens to be a 90% silver set, and it happens to be the very first ever Kennedy set. Wow. But in 1968, they go to that hard plastic. And even then, look at the population reports. NGC publishes every coin they see, and they list every grade they have it in. And over the last 38 years, you're going to see no activity in 70s, even with the new packaging. It didn't happen really until the last 2-3 decades, where the techniques in striking and then the techniques in packaging, taking it from the machine where the coin is made with gloved hands and now putting it into the actual lens properly so that way it can be assembled and we're ready to go. Guys, we got to put a 30-second clock up. The phones are jammed. I thank you all for your patience. They call it going through a stop sign, which means when the thing flashes and I don't do something about it because I'm too busy talking, this is it. But 3.9 million proof sets, everybody. 3.9 million proof sets. And there are only 38,280 that are 68 or higher, less than 1%. The competitions, 89, 99. Those are my TV competitors. The auction sites are over 100. Same grade. Tonight, whether it's one or multiples, $49.95 for the very first ever proof Kennedy half dollar. Yeah, this one's an oh my. Thanks for listening, but we got to be moving on. And that's why we call this segment The Daily Deal.